In this episode of the Funny Business Podcast, we check out the oddest homes in America. Would you want a jail cell in your house?
And on the flip side, can you name one single famous left-handed person? And did you know you can still buy songs on your phone? Mike, hit the music.
One small step for man, one giant leap for trying to figure out how to introduce this episode. And welcome everybody to another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. Two best friends from college talk about some unusual stories and some original segments as well. I am one of your hosts, Mr. Mike Gambita, but alongside with me is none other, my best friend, my roommate for life, the person who's been through it all since the pandemic of 2020, Mr. Matt Summers. Matt, how are you? How are things?
Bitch, you know I'm sexy. Oh, don't call, just text me. I'm great. Vibes are high. We are recording on Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy belated Halloween to all those who celebrate or celebrated.
Sorry.
There's a dog outside my window. My bad. But other than that, ready to rock and roll. Nothing super crazy to report. I have started going to the gym.
How is it?
Going well so far. We're actually getting up and going before work. So I was a little nervous that if we were actually going to like get out of bed for the first day, but we did. Crushed arms today. Felt pretty good. I've been warming up each day so far on the bicycle.
Nice.
Ironically.
Get on that bike.
I'll try.
Take a hike on that bike. You know what they call a fancy gym?
James. Yeah.
Things are great. Just celebrated a wonderful birthday weekend with Jenna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually, I'll mention this because I can. I just started working on another podcast.
Oh, wow.
I did.
Nice.
Now,
so you're cheating on me, is what I'm hearing.
not cheating on you. No, man, I'm not cheating on you. Don't worry.
I knew it.
I do this by myself, So our church actually runs a podcast every week.
Oh.
And basically it is the sermon or the talk that the pastor gives in between the songs and kind of the breaks in between. So one of the things that he was looking for help on was the sermon. And I said, I edit a podcast anyway, so I might as well just add one more thing. A little less complicated than ours, but I thought I'd help in and do God's work intentionally.
I mean, I think the Funny Business Podcast is God's work in its own way.
That's what I'm saying, right? Well, speaking of God's work, Matt, we are at the point in our lives where we are looking at the next steps, Mm-hmm. We're looking at the next steps for a family. We're looking at the next steps for living, a job, maybe a house. The housing market should crash anytime soon.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We're ready for it. However, when you go through this search, now we've only done rental searches. But certainly some investments of maybe taking out a mortgage or taking out a loan, and I'm flipping my hair back and forth because I don't know what the hell to do with my hair. When it comes to finding houses, there are some things that you want in a house. Matt, what's your dream house? Like if we had to take a step back, what would be your dream house?
Dishwasher would be nice. Counter space would be nice.
Really setting the bar high, are you?
a decent backyard with a good size shed.
Okay.
2 bathrooms, game room, or like a rec room, like that's separate from the living room. Not just a man cave. I don't want to. It's 2023. We can't have man caves anymore.
A cave?
No, it's not just a man cave. It's not men only.
Yeah, it's cave.
Yeah, just a cave. Okay, so I want a cave in the house. Maybe a moat.
A dungeon.
Yep. I want a hawk that flies around 24/7 that protects me. The simple things, really the basic necessities.
It's hilarious. And Matt, I'm sure you can agree because obviously you are renting and you have a spare bedroom. You turn it into podcasting room at some points, but you have a spare bedroom. It is almost to a point where you want that extra space, so that way, in case you do have friends over, that they have at least an opportunity to stay over at your house without it being like, okay, well, we got to pull out the couch, or we got to make you sleep on the couch and make you sleep on the floor. Make sure you bring an air mattress. Like, you have that access to that.
Yeah, no, that's important because obviously you want people to come over and have a good time. You know, if they have too good of a time, you don't want them driving home and getting hurt.
Uber or another Uber, but who wants to pay money when you can just sleep with your best friend?
Yeah, exactly. Socks on.
Socks on. So there are, Matt, actually the oddest homes in America. So this was reported by the Fox News, if I can remember this correctly. Yes, it was reported by the Fox News. Matt, these are quite interesting. So I shared, Matt, the article. You can find it on Fox News, the oddest homes in America, if you'd like to follow along safely, if you are not driving or doing something that is requiring your attention. Matt, they dug around America, went to different states, found out what the oddest homes in America are. And Matt, I think the first one might pique your interest a little bit when it comes to sports or the sports. The first one is the ultimate man cave, or the ultimate cave, as we're trying to be gender neutral here. It has 2 urinals in the kitchen.
Okay. So I haven't seen any of these. Mike sent me the list. Yes. I didn't look them up yet. As I'm like losing my voice. I don't think I'd want a urinal in my kitchen.
So I'll give you a little description. A 3-bedroom ranch-style home in Ferndale, Michigan, gained attention December 22 for featuring 2 urinals in its kitchen. Due to this unusual feature, the property's real estate listing went viral on social. The current owner installed the urinals as part of his plan to create the, quote, ultimate man cave house. The house has just 1 full bathroom, but offers additional unique amenities, including a wet bar in the kitchen, leading to the backyard with a basketball court. The bathroom includes a television hookup for shower entertainment, and the living room has a removable platform suitable for stadium seating.
I'll take it.
I particularly like the shower TV.
Yeah, shower TV is underrated. It's good for the morning. Like if you're just like showering, get ready for work, turn the news on, get some things on, because no one really has
Sports Center.
No one really has time to sit down in the morning to watch TV. No. That's clutch.
All right, the next one. It's in Washougal, Washington. I apologize for people from Washougal if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom style house. Features a collection of life-size, motion-controlled dinosaurs. The property is the, quote, Jurassic Retreat and pays homage to the 1993 film Jurassic Park. Short-term renters visiting the Jurassic Retreat can enjoy custom dinosaur decor, paleontological details, a lush green landscape, and a themed Jeep. The house offers an immersive experience for dinosaur enthusiasts and fans of the movie.
I like that it comes with a Jeep. That's unique. I like that a lot. This is like every 5-year-old kid's dream. It's just live in a house with a bunch of dinosaurs. And, if we'd be in the market, let's say we have like a 4 or 5-year-old kid looking to buy a new house, we would have to go shopping or like visiting houses without the kids. Because if our kids saw this, it'd be hard to tell them we're not buying the house with all the dinosaurs.
Our kid? We share the kid?
Yes. Like how do you look your kid in the eye and be like, I'm sorry, we're not going to buy the fun house with the dinosaurs. You can't do that. There's no easy way to tell your kid that.
Well, Matt, maybe this next one will be suitable for kids. It is the Skinny House in Illinois.
Oh, wow.
An unusually narrow home located in Deerfield, Illinois, has earned the nickname, quote, Skinny House due to its mere 3-foot wide construction. The elongated side of the house, which contains 2 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms, spans nearly 20 feet. Built in 2003, it encompasses over 1,600 square feet of living space and also features a finished basement. A TikTok video showcasing the incredibly slim exterior of the house garnered more than 1.4 million views, drawing attention to its unique design.
So, quite the opposite. This is every person who is claustrophobic's nightmare.
Yes.
That house, honestly, if you look at the photo, it looks like if it was a giant windstorm, it would just blow right over.
Like a domino.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, honestly, it looks like a bunch of dominoes. There's no way I would buy this house. How do you move stuff in? Like, how do you put in a kitchen table? How do you put in a bed? How do you put in anything?
Next one, Matt. I think this one will be a little bit more helpful for us. The Prairie Castle, a property spanning 22,000 square feet, is now available for market for $1.75 million. This distinctive property was originally a 1923 township school and has been transformed into a private residence. The school served as an educational institution for K-12 students until 1991, when it was consolidated into another school. The converted property is a 3-level home featuring 4 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a hot tub, 2 fireplaces, and various porches, including both enclosed and open spaces. It is currently listed by Friedrich Iowa Realty and the unique history and features the, quote, Prairie Castle, make it an intriguing real estate offering.
This is sick.
Right?
I mean, honestly, high school and middle school, like, they weren't the best. However, if I got to like live there and I have like all those different rooms, so many room for activities, like a different room for each of your hobbies, that'd be awesome. Also, I love the fact that there's 4 bedrooms, 6 bath. You never know when your friends come over how many of them are going to take a shit at the same time. That's genius. It's just genius.
Ultimate hide and seek place.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like manhunt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indoors.
You also could you could kind of turn this into the cool like mini golf thing too.
Moving on, Matt, a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home located in Salina, Ohio, boasts a unique feature: 2 jail cells from the Allen County Jail in Lima, Ohio. These jail cells are integrated into the home's closed floor plan and are positioned between the kitchen and the great room. The house was constructed in 1972, with the former owner purchasing the jail cells due to their rumored connection to the notorious Great Depression era gangster, John Dillinger. John Dillinger was known for a series of robberies and jailbreaks in the Midwest from 1933 to 1934, as documented by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This distinctive property blends residential living with a historical connection to the famous criminal, making an intriguing real estate offering in Ohio.
Okay, so people might think having a jail cell in your house is weird. Maybe it is. There's some good things. There's some good things.
Put some shackles on it. You got a good time.
Sure. You don't need to buy a cage for your dog. Also, it's a perfect place to put a kid in timeout.
They would be mortified.
Yeah. Hey, you eat your vegetables or you're going to jail.
You're going to jail. Imagine that kid goes to school. Miss Teacher, I don't want to go to timeout. Why? Because I'll be in jail.
My dad threw me in jail last night because I didn't put the dishes away.
Serious.
That'll be a phone call home.
Yeah, Child Protective Services coming out of the way. All right, next one. Another Michigan one. It's West Bloomfield Township, Michigan. A unique 7-bedroom, 8-bathroom home known as the Smurf House. The house is famous for its striking blue roof, reminiscent of a Cotswold-style cottage. The distinctive appearance of the house has earned its nickname, the Smurf House, as it bears a resemblance to the homes in the Belgian comic franchise and animated series, The Smurfs. The property's whimsical design has captured the attention of locals, making a distinctive and memorable piece of the real estate in the area.
I like it. Oh, I think it's kind of cool. It's vibrant. Now blue is my favorite color. Maybe I'm a little biased, but it looks like a nice house. I like the driveway is nice and long. Got some flowers and stuff up front. Looks like a decent backyard. I would buy this house.
It seems nice. Like, yeah, you're going to get a lot of attention by living in the Smurf house because it's obviously gained enough attention, but I think it's nice. All right, back to Illinois, Lincoln, Illinois. There's a distinctive octagonal home with an entirely black interior and exterior, earning its nickname, the Goth Home. Zillow Gone Wild, a social media account focused on sharing unusual real estate listings, gave it the moniker in December of 2021. The former owner, who doesn't identify as Gothic, initially painted the roof black and extended the color throughout the property. The home features many windows and a unique shape that allows natural light to brighten the interior. With the size of 1,547 square feet, the home was originally constructed in 1993 and was pending sale as of March 2022, according to multiple listing service data.
Looks kind of sick, I'm not going to lie. I kind of like it.
I love black. And if my house is black on the inside and outside, count me in.
Yeah, it looks badass. That's a perfect Halloween house.
Could you imagine you get like a black car too? That's not goth. That's style.
Yeah, correct. That's just Batman lives here.
All right, Matt, we are familiar with this next one, sort of. A chapel that has been converted into a home is set to be auctioned and is expected to sell for over $70,000. The chapel turned home is located in Rhondda Cynon Taff, Wales, in the United Kingdom. Interestingly, it's situated in the middle of a cemetery.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. Is there anything good about living next to a cemetery?
I don't know. We've lived next to cemeteries.
We have lived next to cemeteries, yes. I don't think I could live like in the middle. This is legit like in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's creepy. Like, I don't really believe in ghosts, but I'd be freaked out.
Just a little. All right, Matt, these next two I will combine because they have the same sort of theme to it. Matt, did you ever watch the Flintstones?
I love the Flintstones.
This first one is in California, in Hillsborough, to be exact. It's a distinctive 3-bedroom home known for its rounded architectural design, vibrant colors, and inclusion of dinosaur props and metal sculptures resembling the characters from the Flintstones. The homeowner, Florence Fang, a retired publishing mogul, first gained attention in 2019 when the town of Hillsborough sued her for making property alterations, including the installation of dinosaur sculptures and various Flintstones-related decorations. In response to the lawsuit, Florence Fang filed a counterclaim, leading to the settlement in June of 21. Under the settlement, Hillsborough agreed to pay Fang $125,000, and Fang committed to applying for building permits, as reported by the Associated Press. The next Flintstone house is in Ohio. Another Flintstone-themed property, a unique home in Concord, Ohio, has been listed on the real estate market for $400,000. The 3,597 square foot house is built into a cave-like sculpture and features 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms integrated into its cave walls. The property includes amenities such as a wood-burning fireplace and a 2-car garage, and is situated on a spacious plot over an acre of land. This unconventional residence offers a distinctive living experience for those who appreciate unique and creatively designed homes.
The cave part's cool. I like that a lot. I don't think I could ever love a TV show to kind of like live in it every day, though. Like, I feel like that kind of ruins the magic of people. Like, if you love the Flintstones and you live in a Flintstone house, I feel like at some point that magic is going to be ruined.
I feel like just making it like a room. Like, if you really are infatuated with the Flintstones, like, make it like kind of like your room. It's like all the knickknacks, paddywhacks, and all that memorabilia to be included into it.
Also, one of the most annoying things in the world is that when someone owns a home or like a piece of land and they want to like put up a new shed, you have to get a permit for that. That if you own the property and it's not like going into someone else's yard and they just want to increase their shed by 10 feet, why should I have to pay for a permit for that? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Maybe it causes a disturbance in the force.
Like when I was living at my parents' house back when we bought the house years and years ago, we applied for a permit for a pool and they told us we couldn't get the pool because we already had too much stuff in our property. Like, how does you don't own the house? We do. How does that make sense?
This is America.
Yeah. What the hell?
All right, Matt, this last one. This is located in Nyack, New York. The house is at 1 Lavetta Place. In 1991, the New York Supreme Court declared it legally haunted due to reported poltergeist activity, including shaking beds and slamming doors. The homeowner who purchased the 3-story, 4,600 square foot Queen Anne Victorian house in 1989 filed a lawsuit against the previous homeowner for not disclosing the alleged ghostly inhabitants. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the buyer. The house, originally constructed in the 1890s and facing the Hudson River, has been restored to its 1890s grandeur over the years. It features inlaid hardwood floors, arched doorways, and stained glass. The property was expanded to include 7 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, and it has been the residence in various high-profile individuals who claim not to have experienced any hauntings, including director-screenwriter Adam Brooks, Jewish rapper Matsuyahu, and singer and songwriter Ingrid Michaelson.
There is just no way that you can sue someone. Like, you can't prove if it's haunted. I don't know. I'm like mind boggled over that.
I think the idea that it is legally haunted. Now, Matt, let me ask you this. Would you live in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not scared.
Let it rip.
Sure. I also just watched Haunted Mansion on Disney Plus not too long ago. Just become friends with the ghosts. Try to help them and they'll help you.
Maybe give them an extra. Maybe when you're cracking open a cold one, maybe put a cold one next to you. If you're having food, put an extra plate out.
Cook an extra hot dog.
Right.
Yep.
You can live in harmony.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with it.
And that's the oddest homes in America. Matt, if you had to choose, which one would you choose to live in?
Probably the first one.
The first one, actually.
Yeah.
The man cave that has 2 urinals in the kitchen.
Yeah, as much as I don't want the urinals in the kitchen, I'll use them. It's not the worst thing in the world. People will use them. It's good for parties. I think that one seems the most realistic.
Works with me. I think I want to pick the school-turned massive mansion in Iowa.
That's a good choice, too.
Would never have to leave my house because I have all the amenities that I need. Besides
so many
groceries.
activities.
Literally, like you see those places, you see those mansions that have a basketball court, an indoor pool. What was it? Mr. Beast was doing the $1 house versus the $1 billion house.
Mm-hmm.
Those things were massive. There was an indoor water park in one of them.
Yeah, and think about this: you can if there's a gym, you can rent out the gym, make extra income.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, tournaments.
Smart.
Yeah,
We're ready for it.
genius.
So, Oddest homes in America. Good luck with all the people who are in the middle of a process of buying a home. Godspeed.
We wanted to share something that has become essential to those days after a long, exhausting night. Liquid IV's hydration multiplier.
It's amazing how huge a difference it makes. Liquid IV helps us feel more energized and refreshed throughout the day. With one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and a 2 times faster hydration formula than plain water.
We both love the flavors. Yuzu pineapple and passion fruit are our top picks. They make staying hydrated a truly enjoyable experience.
What's even better is that Liquid IV is committed to giving back to communities in need worldwide by providing clean and abundant water. They've already donated over 39 servings in 50 plus countries around the world.
And we have a special treat if you want to try Liquid IV. Head over to liquidiv.com and use the code FUNNYBUSINESS at checkout to get a 20% discount on your entire purchase.
So shop better hydration today with promo code FUNNYBUSINESS. All one word, FUNNYBUSINESS at liquidiv.com at checkout.
Remember to stay hydrated and healthy and give Liquid IV a try. It's worth it. And on that note, slide on to the second half of the show. And we are going to start with some dude. It's f***ing crazy. Mike, I'll go first. I like my 2 for today.
Oh, me too.
So the first one, why do ships carry cargoes, but cars carry shipments?
Oh, man. Well, I'll give you the dude. That's crazy. I don't really want to be too specific and break down why.
The craziness
of it. But what's even odder as you think of it is like some packages or some items are cargo on a ship, and then it turns into a shipment in a car. And then what happens after that?
It becomes an Amazon package.
Yeah, it becomes an Amazon package.
This is like the you drive in the parkway but park in the driveway.
That is true.
Yeah, just one of those weird play on words.
Any good stories of delivering packages or anything yet, or?
No, actually, we've knock on wood have had no issues with getting packages delivered here. The other day I was getting this was kind of weird. The other day I was getting medicine delivered, and April was home, and usually they just like leave it at the front door and that's it. The guy, whoever dropped it off, I don't know if it was a new guy, like knocked on the door and then just left it there and walked away. But he it sounded like he was like running away. It was very
He didn't
weird.
want to be seen.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very, very confusing.
I have an honorable dude that's crazy. No need to react to it, but so this week Apple hosted its first ever evening presentation of it was called Scary Fast, and they were releasing the new M3 Apple Silicon, just another chip added to the fast ridiculousness that is Apple. Matt, all of it was shot on the iPhone 15.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so, no need to react to it, but all of it was shot on the iPhone 15.
Your thoughts on the iPhone 15? Because it's not doing so hot right now.
Why is that?
A lot of people are having issues with them.
With the titanium?
Well, they're just freezing, and they're a ton of people are having issues with the iPhone 15.
It's probably just a software update they have to work with.
So.
So.
I don't know. People are saying their phone freezes, and then the one good thing is the battery life is so good, but then they have to wait for their battery to drain, so the phone shuts off so they can reset it. Yeah.
All right, this is a sad one. I'll lead off with a sad one.
Oh.
One guy in a friend group will attend all his friends' funerals, but none of them will attend his.
Yeah, that's tough. Who do you think is going to die first, me or you?
We're asking out of our whole friend group.
No, just me and you. Who do you think's going to die first?
Who's dying first?
Who's going to live longer? Who's going to die first?
I can't believe we're going to document on this podcast.
We don't have to. We don't want
to. If somebody is right, we'll just play this segment right.
Yes. Actually, that's how whenever whoever dies first, the other person, their social media post is just this clip that we all know.
Whether it's right or wrong, that's the best part.
Correct. Hopefully it's not until like 2090.
Okay. Trying to do math here. If today's
It's like
23.
90,
God,
95, 94, 96, around there.
wow, we're going to be that old by 2090 something?
Yeah.
Oh, back in my day.
Back in the COVID pandemic.
The pandemic.
Nobody says pandemic.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Funny Business Pod. Why are we doing this?
Well, today is down in the dumps. I ran out of prune juice.
I fell down and I can't get up.
I broke my hip. Doctor said it'll be fine in a week.
For that, I'm just gonna say me. I have no intention of. I'm just gonna say I'll go first.
All right, my last one. This one actually, it's a very good question.
Okay.
So, if you hit yourself and it hurts, are you strong or weak? And I think there's actually a correct answer here.
Dude, that is crazy. I'm going to say you, okay, there's big brain here. You know how hard to hit yourself to make it hurt. So technically, you're just smart.
Now, this is diving into some funny business science stuff right now. Okay. So I'm pretty sure your body knows how much pain you can handle. So like when you try to hurt yourself, it tries to like make you not do it as much as you could hurt yourself.
Yeah, to receptors.
Yes. So technically, if you hit yourself and it hurts, you are strong because you just beat your mind, I think.
Right.
Is that's how that works.
Okay.
So if I like go to punch my arm and it hurts, I think I'm strong because self-consciously I'm not trying to hit myself that hard.
Sure.
Because I don't want to hurt myself, but I did.
Fair enough. Science.
Funny business science.
It's science.
At its finest.
All right, my last one. Matt, this comes in particular related to me.
Oh?
Well, I shouldn't say it's related to the statement, but it's related. Matt, you know I'm left-handed, right?
You are left-handed. That is correct.
No one's ever surprised to learn that you're right-handed.
Dude, that is crazy. Yeah. Not really a fun fact that anyone says. No one ever says I'm right-handed. That's true. Although nowadays I don't even think like I think there's so many left-handed people out there that like it's not even that like unique to say you're left-handed.
Last time I checked, 13% of the world's population is left-handed.
Yeah, but what were those numbers like 20 years ago? Well, with inflation, I'm sure it went up.
With inflation. What percentage of people are left-handed?
I'm going to say 15.
The Washington Post with an article came out. Oh, that was August 12th, 2019. Makes up about 10%.
Wow.
I'm going to assume we're up to maybe 12. Do you know any famous left-handed people?
You.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Barry Bonds. I'm trying to think of anyone else. Ryan Howard. I'm just thinking of baseball guys.
There is a recent president that was
Steve Young.
A recent, not a recent president, but a recent.
Yes. Who is the president?
Barack Obama.
Oh, yep. Forgot about that.
Oprah.
Sure.
Is left-handed.
Sure.
LeBron James is left-handed.
Okay, sure. We'll go with it. He shoots with his. Hold on.
Yeah.
But he shoots with his right hand.
Matt, you golf right.
Yeah,
you golf lefty.
That's way
you are
different.
righty.
That's way.
No,
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Not.
What
No,
do you
it's
mean?
not. Matt, I use my right hand for my mouse, but I'm left-handed. That doesn't mean that I'm ultimately not left-handed.
Yeah, but think about it. If you're shooting a basketball, you want to use your dominant hand because that's supposed to be more stronger and confident to shoot with. Swinging a golf club, you can swing a golf club any direction, or a baseball at any direction. That's more funny business science for you.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
LeBron James is left-handed. Scarlett Johansson is left-handed. Cardi B is left-handed. Jennifer Lawrence is left-handed.
Sure.
Will Ferrell, David Bowie, Morgan Freeman, Seth Rogen. The Zuck is left-handed too.
You just mentioned Morgan Freeman. That reminded me of an article that I'm going to look up real quick because this came out of left field. Is this, am I thinking of the right person here? Oh, yeah. This is kind of crazy. I got to pull up the article. So Morgan Freeman, in an interview, what would you ask Morgan Freeman?
What is the meaning of life?
Yeah, you'd think like that's a normal thing to ask Morgan Freeman because he is thebomb.com. Now, would you ask Morgan Freeman his thoughts on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? Because somebody did.
Of course you would. That's on everybody's mind.
So he's a big Kansas City Chiefs fan, apparently. So he was doing an interview with CBS Morning. Morgan Freeman said that he was asked if he thinks about them. He said, I don't think about them at all. And then continued to went on. And basically he's just said he's just over the whole Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce thing. He just wants to get back to football.
Morgan Freeman approved.
Morgan Freeman does not approve of trailer. Breaking news.
Tavis.
Okay, we're gonna move on. We're moving on. We're gonna dive into some Take It. We got a few different Take It's we're gonna do. A little rapid fire, not like super quick rapid fire, but we'll rattle these off. So Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify, no doubt.
Yep, correct. Biggest reason why Spotify never put but they never put a U2 album on my phone, which we talked about before.
Somebody made a joke with this Scary Fast event the other night, and it's like Tim Cook is gonna go out and he's gonna say, you know what, everyone's getting U2, the new album, and it's all gonna automatically be on your iPhone by later tonight. No, it's.
Do you know you could still pay for songs on Apple Music?
Yeah,
that's wild.
It is wild.
That's absolutely insane. I would love to see the numbers on like how much money Apple makes from people buying songs.
I'd be curious too now with the Apple Music Plus Premium compared to them buying songs. Like, what's the revenue difference between the two?
Yeah, we're in 2023 and this is still happening. It's insane. To go along with that, listening to music or podcasts?
I'm going to say listening to music. However, I do listen to podcasts in the morning. I think the challenge becomes, depending on your commute and depending on your schedule, you may end up, like for me, as I've mentioned on this podcast before, I listen to a podcast Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's nothing on Tuesday. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh, okay, what do I want to listen to? Now, if anybody has a podcast that goes on Tuesday, please let me know because I'd love to listen to it. Having something else to pick, and usually the Tuesday resorts to just music being played.
I'm going to type something in chat.
Okay. All right. Okay. Matt Summers is typing.
That is on Tuesdays.
It's on Tuesdays. Whoops. I'm very selective with that podcast, believe it or not.
Yeah, no, me too. The one that came out today, I was like, I'm not listening to that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The Thursdays ones are good too, but I'm already occupied with a Thursday podcast.
Oh, I see. I'm going to say podcasts because they're different every time. Sometimes I get in the same rotation of listening to the same songs and like the same people, and I get kind of bored with it. So I'm trying to dive into new podcasts. Obviously brush up on our podcast whenever we need to. But yeah, I think they're kind of cool. You can get some more people that you can then follow in social media and more videos to watch. And I don't know. I'm really getting into the podcast thing.
Best thing about Spotify is, well, not really the best thing, but I feel like the discoverability and just more of the algorithms. I hate using that word, like just saying it, but the algorithms, like you are able to listen to music and it does a pretty good job in keeping up with, like, if you listen to a few songs, like it then gives not more suggested, but like it plays stuff similar to what you just played.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like I will review a guilty pleasure. Sometimes I just like listening to Peaches, like the Super Mario, the Peaches.
Absolutely.
Anytime I hit skip, it will then go into like game music, like the gaming music, like a Nintendo Switch. It'll go to like movies, like meme music, because obviously Peaches has become a meme. But yeah, I think it just does a better job than Apple. I just have yet to experience Apple Music and entirely for that, but I feel like the times I did, it doesn't do a good job with that.
Yoda or Chewbacca? I'm going to say Yoda.
Okay.
Now, I love Chewbacca. However, Chewbacca, he can't talk. Obviously, we all know that. So it makes his character kind of limited because he's just kind of like cool. Like he's Chewbacca. He's a Wookiee. He kills people. He's good friends with Han. But Yoda is a master. He's a teacher. There's life lessons from Yoda. And as you know, his backward talking can get annoying at times. Yes. But I'm just going to go with Yoda. Everybody loves Master Yoda.
I should ask Jenna what's more annoying, my Chewbacca impersonation or Yoda's backwards talking.
That'd be good.
Nothing like letting out a good Chewbacca roar.
Go ahead.
Were you trying to do it?
No, you try to do it. Oh. It's not bad. It's not bad. Who were you picking?
I was going to pick Yoda.
Yoda. Okay. So this one can be used for concerts, sporting events, any kind of theater style sitting front row or second level.
That's tough. You put them all in.
I am going 100% every single time second level. One, they're cheaper. Two, and this is why I love sitting second level, you get to see everything. Like, yes, if you're front row, maybe at a concert, it'd be a little better. You get to see the person up close or up close and personal, see their face. That's cool. But if you're up top in second level or even farther back, just a little up higher, you get to see everything. You get to experience everything. Like at a sporting event, you can see the actual plays happen. I just feel like it's a better experience for your money sitting up top than it is front row.
I will actually agree with you and go second row. You know what else is really good to watch second row? Hockey.
Yeah. Yes.
We had an opportunity to sit in like a box for one of the local local Penguins, and we were sitting out in the front, and you saw the whole ice, and you saw where the puck was, where they were going. There's times on the lower level you cannot see the puck
because
of the glass. Because of the glass or because of some obstruction that's in the way. Like you're able to have a good time being on the second level for that.
Mm-hmm. I also, great for hockey, great for football too. Like if you're sitting front row on the sideline, you can't see shit because the team's standing in front of you. And then if they're all the way down at that end of the field, you can't see. If you're up top, and I've sat up top at some football games, you see the whole field. You can see the play develop. You can see who's open, who's not. Like it's just way better. Vodka or tequila?
Boy, I haven't had that in a while. I'm going to go with tequila.
I am too. Now people can get messed up on tequila.
Yeah.
People get messed up on vodka. Like I think worse than tequila. Vodka can get nasty.
I was gracefully reminded of how messed up one can get on shots of vodka, especially in a Halloween event.
Ironically enough, my mom just texted me. This is relevant. So my mom bought this. It's like a serving dish that spins.
I thought you were going to start with, my mom bought this margarita machine.
No, I'm not mentioning my mom's margarita machine. Jackass. So she bought this like serving dish that spins.
Was it like a Lazy Susan almost?
Yeah, it's kind of like Lazy Susan. However,
a Lazy Susan.
Yes, correct. My family being the bunch of party alcoholics that we are, just kidding, we're not. No. We just like to have fun once in a while. We made a game with the Lazy Susan.
Oh, no.
So we kind of made like a pizza pie cut with like tape, and then we put each person's name on a spot, and then we spun it, and whoever it lands on have to take a shot, and we call it the Wheel of Shots.
You need to trademark that and start making it a drinking game.
We're gonna try.
Yes.
So I when I went down to the beach with them this summer, it broke. Breaking news: they have a new Lazy Susan. Wheel of Shots is back and will be played Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's electric.
That's electric.
We're kind of trying to change the rules because like we can't just do like, oh, that person has to take a shot. Now it's like, oh, that person has to like take a sip, or that person has to. People got a little out of hand sometimes. Wheel of Shots is a great time.
Ooh, you could have a secondary spinner, and then on how long, like how many seconds they take to chug.
That too. We also at one point had my cousin who is it doesn't drink.
Right.
We also had their name on, and then every time it landed on that person's name, everybody had to take a sip of water. Everybody had to take a sip of water.
Nice.
Yeah,
just a sip.
Yes. Two more: fried rice or stir fry.
That kind of the same thing.
Could not be farther from the same thing.
Fried rice.
Ooh, see, I love fried rice, but stir fry is equally as good. This is tough.
I think fried rice tends to have a little bit more of soy sauce.
Yeah, but what if you have like teriyaki stir fry?
That doesn't hit. It hits, but like doesn't. I don't know if like you pick one or the other. Like it's fried rice for me.
I think I'm gonna have to go stir fry. All right, last one. A wireless charger or a wired charger?
Wired.
Why?
Wired is better than wireless. I've made that point for internet. I've made that point for microphones. Hell, I'm making a point for chargers.
AirPods. AirPods aren't wired, but they're better than wired headphones.
Some are better, but as far as like connectivity and trust, a pair of wired headphones can run forever.
Oh, they can. That's true. I'm gonna say wired too. I do use a wireless charger for my phone at night. Because at one point the wired part wasn't working in my phone. But yeah, I guess I'll say wired. I don't even know. Like I was at one point I was thinking wireless, but then like, what's even the point of wireless chargers? You guys, the tech guy, I'm kind of asking you this.
I think it was more of like a second way to charge. Okay. a lot of cars, like instead of you plugging in with a car like to the phone, like I know this one BMW I drove in the one time. It's just the once. You were able to put your phone on a particular part of the console, and it was wireless charging.
I have that.
You have a wireless charge pad?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But it doesn't connect to Apple Play wirelessly. Have that wired. Yeah.
And I think that's another takeaway for me is that it connects to CarPlay. But I think it's more convenience than it is, let's just say, like chargeability. Now they've come up with the MagSafe backs.
Yeah.
little two slap. They come up with the MagSafe backs, but even again, that's still wireless. Yeah. Even though it's a weird thing. Like it's still wireless, but like I will say those are better than the just pads that you put on and then it charges.
So capitalism is why wireless chargers were created. Okay, cool. That's really the root of all evil, capitalism. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all you got. And that's all we got. And that's another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. You can hit subscribe if you are on the tubes, or the follow button if you are on the Instagram. You can find the Instagram at solo.to/funnybusiness. Mr. Matthew.
Ish.
What is your advice for the good people of the funny business world?
My advice is pretty simple. Mike, you know where this is going.
Go on.
Do not shame people who want to start celebrating Christmas November 1st. Just don't do it. Yeah, don't do it.
Really?
Don't shame people.
Okay. That's it?
Okay. Yeah, just don't shame people if they want to put Christmas decorations up November 1st or Christmas music.
I don't see any Christmas decoration.
It's not November 1st today yet. So it's October 31st as a recording date. We're going to actually probably tomorrow go get the Christmas decoration box from storage unit. Think about it. We were smart and planned ahead, and we're like, you know what? We need to decorate some things Christmas in the apartment. We had no decorations, so we got stuff while it was cheap. Now it's expensive. We saved money. Girl math.
Well, I'll have you know that this podcast will be published in November.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. If you're listening to this podcast, do not shame people for celebrating Christmas.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought you were going to wish everybody the first, but that's okay.
No, because I'm sure people will already do it November 1st, Wednesday during the week. So I'm sure everybody's probably wished everyone a Merry Christmas by now. So
yeah, you don't want to say it as the official
Merry Christmas, everybody.
What?
Merry Christmas. Got him.
My chair fell down. Thank you so much for listening.
See, you turned into an elf.
Do the roar. Hey, have you seen the size of these toilets? They're huge.
Dude, ginormous.
Ginormous, whatever.
Don't.
I really can't stay, baby. We got to wrap up this podcast. And until the next episode, we'll see you all in the next episode.
You're so tiny. Stay safe, everyone.